Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm trying to bring up the chat. Evidently, they have made they have made wait a minute. Hold on. Says my chat's been disabled for this live stream. Huh. Okay. Now you should be able to chat. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but I didn't change the settings, but it wasn't even clicked. But they did change some stuff on YouTube because now I used to have commercials every 18 minutes. Now it says low, medium, and high frequency. So I have no idea when the next commercial's coming. Skada. We do have commercials though. We're making money. Junkyard? No. I'm just trying to figure out what YouTube did. No, I didn't touch it. When I got it all set up, there was no chat there, so I tried to find out what was going on with it. No. Hopefully y'all had a good Tuesday. I'm feeling a lot better than I was Monday. Went to the city council meeting Monday. Normally they last 2.5, 3 hours. It started at 6. They said had a moment of silence, and then they said Pledge of Allegiance, did roll call, asked for comments on the agenda, approved the agenda, then asked for comments again, and then they did commissioner comments, and they closed the city council meeting. It was done in 45 minutes. I don't know what they were trying to hide or whatever, but I ain't never seen a council meeting that fast. I did ask that they make October 14th a proclamation for Charlie Kirk's Day. And I asked for an answer before the meeting was over with. I got denied, but I didn't get denied while the meeting was on. After the meeting was over, I yelled out, I said, I guess I don't get my answer, right? Well, then the mayor come over and she says, we don't do proclamations like that. It's only for federal. I said, really? She said, yeah, if it's federally recognized, we do proclamations. I said, I've seen you do proclamations for people that live here in town. Well, we decided not to do those anymore. So, at the next council meeting, I want to see where they decided they weren't going to do those no more. They got to have a vote on it. Yeah, starting right now, that's when they had decided not to do it no more. I said, you guys are just worried about votes. That's all you're worried about. That's why you guys don't even put if you're a Democrat or Republican anymore, because you're worried about losing whatever vote you can get. Now we got this election, and it's nonpartisan. And I asked a question. I said, what are you running? Are you a Democrat, Republican, or independent? Well, it's nonpartisan, so it doesn't, that doesn't matter. I said, yes, it does matter. Because you can't tell me if you think Republican, you're not going to have a Republican view on matters. If you think Democrat, if you are a Democrat, you're not going to have a Democratic view on others. And if you're an independent, you're not going to have an independent view on other things. I know. No. I got haircuts? Well, that's good. For the last meeting, 4 or 5 minutes. All that other stuff I said wasn't videoed. It was after the meeting. No, but I asked about Charlie Kirk. Let's see, be on YouTube, and you can't even comment on it because they turned the comments off. Around 2 minutes. Minute 59, I walk up there. Yeah. Oh, we got a code enforcement officer here too. That's what everybody's up in arms about. They're trying to they want us to, before you sell your house, to have it inspected by the city, okay? And then the city tells you what needs to be fixed, so you fix it before you can sell it. And then the bank makes you have an inspector come over there, and then they check it out. So why do you have to have 2 of them? thanks for all the hearts, but it gets a little distracting. So yeah. That's what everybody's up in arms about. Because normally, if you want to sell your house, you just get a realtor and you sell your house. It needs a new roof. Well, it needs a new roof. You put that into the price of the house. Well, the house needs a new roof, so it's we're going to take 20,000 off. All right. Well, no. Now, if you want to sell your house, you better put a new roof on it, or you ain't selling your house. Even if you ain't got the money to. If it needs, your window trim needs to be painted, you better get it painted because you're not selling that house until it is. You should have. The Lord knows you can use money. Anyways, our code enforcement officer, we have ordinances on blight and stuff. You can drive all around here, and there's plenty of places that's got a bunch of blight. Nothing ever happens. The guy doesn't do his job. He's trying to retire. He's got so many years in that he can retire on his union pension. But the city told him they were going to freeze his pension until he got caught up on the backlog. He had like 165 inspections that he hasn't done in the last 2 or 3 years. And they told him before he could leave and collect his pension, he had to get that shit done. You could use them 20s? Yeah. So he's been out inspecting, and I'm sure he's just driving by and stamping okay, getting them done. I'd have had them done that day. I'd have filled all the paperwork out and stamped it. No. I told the commissioner and the mayor, because the mayor wanted to, last month, she gave a proclamation to Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua. It's national or independent or Hispanic independence. 5 countries, they got their independence. Now she said Hispanic, but it's supposed to be the 5 countries that got their independence. And I said, well, why are we, doing a proclamation on 5 countries that are the major drug problem in the United States? We're recognizing those 5 countries as great countries. But you Google each and one of them countries, and it's going to tell you how big of a drug problem they are in the United States. Yeah, pencil whip them. But, I got that liberal Democrat look at me. So, what are you doing, buddy? Put the lid down. Anyhow, so that went on Monday night. Yeah, don't knock them 5 countries. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, then one of the city council members going to, well, they're not the drug problem here in America. I said, the hell he ain't. She said, what about all the fentanyl? I said, that's China. in Mexico. Okay. Okay. What'd you do? Break it? No. Help a neighbor out, that's right. I know, they ought to fly their flags. Huh. Hopefully you started feeling better. Did you see that Cub Cadet cab I sent you? Evidently not. I bought a bunch of sirloin steaks this morning. Yeah, she did. She let him have it, didn't she? Told him exactly what she thought of him. That's what give me. You go to Congress for a hearing or a meeting or, and they think that they're somebody. They wouldn't want me to be there. I know. Yeah, they wouldn't want me to be there because I tell them all how corrupt each and every one of them are. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I wish you liked Chicago as much as you hated Trump. Yeah.
Come here.
What? There he is, the kid that broke our toilet. I know you didn't, buddy.
His mouth.
Yeah, among many good ones. Yeah, I didn't watch it all, but I watched a few excerpts of it.
So you know.
Hey, that guy messaged me last night.
I said he fell asleep.
Yeah, okay. He fell asleep, but I was there 30 minutes before that woman showed up, and she said she talked to you 17 minutes before. Yeah, okay. I don't believe any of that. And my phone was shut off. Your phone wouldn't ring and then go to voicemail.
Right. Just leave it.
I didn't type them back. No.
I think we got issues on the opposite side.
Yeah, why is that?
It's even up there. Okay? It's okay. You understand that? Comprehend? You know, you don't want me those days. Oh, we're good at a meal now.
Huh. So what do you guys want to talk about? I've said it a lot of times. What you need to do is drag them all out, throw a rope over the pillars, tar and feather them, and hang all them traitors. Damn. I know. I'm going to ask at the city council meeting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I asked yesterday. They were talking about the election, and this guy Ben, Benny, he was talking about one of the city council members that's running for candidate, and one of the city council candidates. And that's when I asked, I said, what's her platform? And I specifically said, what's her platform? Well, he wrote me back, Aaron's a he. He's a man. I thought, well, okay. And somebody else wrote, that's definitely a woman. And I said, I agree, definitely. Why'd you put your solar system up on the market for sale yesterday? Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. It's 4-shot Wednesday. Water glass.
Covered up yourself and got out of bed.
Yeah, you heard the sun was going to quit shining? Yeah.
What?
It's not saving you any money?
Wait, you didn't say that here. I didn't say that. Nothing.
Yeah, I heard your mumble. Liar. You ain't dead for him.
Huh.
No.
Yeah, quit listening to Greta.
What? Your butt's in the thumb right over there when you shut it off.
Well, you got to have the solar company put the roof on it.
See, it's coming closer.
No.
And when the solar company puts the roof on, they'll warranty the roof and the solar panels.
Bye.
See, it's coming towards you. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn to go with myself. No.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I done this. Start with walking. I don't watch on TV.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, I got one at home. Not so glad of that. Yeah, I'm so happy with this.
You bet you get good there?
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Gotcha.
No, you know how many people keep on saying, Gretchen, do the blah, blah, bingo. I said, no, I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm trying to babysit right now.
Babysit. Hey, you can't even watch yourself.
You can't watch yourself either.
I know I can't.
You can't stand up and he falls down on the brush.
Oh, yes, he does.
You can't even watch your kitty. Yeah, you should have seen that yesterday.
She likes me more than you anything.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know that. Alright, can I start watching?
Yeah.
Alright, buddy.
Love you too.
Be careful, Gretchen. It's on Maple. It's not even over there.
Alright.
Be careful.
Watch out from raccoons.
Love you too.
There ain't no raccoons.
Yeah, let's scare.
And he got scared. She's tough, remember? Oh, bye, good Gretchen. No. Well, what do you want for your solar stuff? What, 10 cents on the dollar? Oh yeah. Is he your neighbor?
Good tour my bed right up.
Oh yeah.
The comforter's all in the ball. She didn't come get her pill, right?
Not that I know. Oh yeah. 1800. How many watts?
I hate it being blacked out like that.
Should get a little flashlight that she can clip to her book bag or whatever. How many watts on your solar? Uh, 2.7 kilowatts. 2.7 kilowatts. Huh. So, $1,800. Well, I'll come down and get it, and I'll pay you a little bit for it. Yeah, they're already there. There you go. Yeah, send them all over the place. Don't worry about it, Mr. Trump. We're picking up the tab here. So Newsom can't bitch, yeah. Newsom. Anyways, getting back to your solar. About 8 months ago, I had a solar company call me. And I said, well, I got to put a new roof on. They said, well, we can put the roof on for you and do the solar at the same time and do it all in one cost. And I asked, I said, will the roof be guaranteed? Sure it will. Huh. maybe you should have got a better roofing company. You know, instead of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe Roofing. And it was out of Indiana. Yelling at the cat. Anyways, we put a new flea collar on the cat yesterday. She knew something was up because once I opened up the package, she could smell it. And she started looking and she's going like this and she's hiding. Well, I catch her and I get the old flea collar off and I'm trying to put the new one on. And she wasn't going to have any part of that one. So finally, a couple hours later, she was sitting there in the dining room on the floor. I walked up to her. I grabbed her like a mama cat, right at the nape of the neck. And she just froze. She's trying to get away, but she can't. No. And I had Kath put the new collar on her. Now, I tell you something. If looks could kill, I'd have been assassinated right there in that damn dining room by that cat. She was upset. Truly upset. But come last night, she was all over her being mad and hopped up on top of me and wanted to snuggle. My name is Mud, that's right. Yeah. You can just look at her eyes and you can tell when she's mad. She's got the most evil looking stare you ever did see. I kept telling her, I'm just trying to help you, Pumpkin. She didn't want any part of it. I have threatened to fill the bathtub full of hot soapy water, warm soapy water, with flea soap in it, and conditioner, whatever you want to call it, skin conditioner for them, and let her give herself a bath. Take everything out of the shower, all the soap and everything, the shampoo and sponges and all that other stuff. Take all that stuff out of there, and put about 12 inches of water in there. And then grab her and put her in there and then slam, shut the door real quick. As soon as she gets all soapy and stuff, she won't be able to climb the shower, the glass and stuff, because, you can't get her claws in. And she'll have no other choice but to get a bath. I don't know if she has fleas or not, but she does it's either she might have a skin condition. I don't know. I've checked and I can't find any fleas on her. But she's constantly, scratching and licking herself and stuff like that. And I don't know if she's got a skin disease or she's got an allergy or what. But if it continues, we're probably gonna have to take her to the vet. And Lord knows they don't want to see her. They told Kathy that was the most evil cat they'd ever had in their entire career out there. So. Now our daughter, she has a Maine Coon, and that cat, if you leave the bathroom door open, he will hop in the shower when Jason's in the shower. I'll hop right in there with him. And then Jason, he can bend down, pick him up, and the cat will put its head underneath the water and everything else. He loves a bath. Am I buffering for anybody else? Junkyard says he ain't buffering. I think it's that cheap internet you got. Quit stealing it from your neighbors.
Along with personalized recommendations.
It ain't buffering here. Love you too, Kevin. See? Anyways, yeah, the cat, she loves Apollo is his name. He loves a shower. I know, buy gold is at fourth. Should have bought it a long time ago when it's cheap and sold it at $4,000 an ounce. Yeah. I bet Parker Schnabel's going to go full at it this year. If it keeps up at this rate, even the Hoffmans will make some money. Did anybody watch Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings? It was on Monday night. I forgot all about it. I've been waiting to see if it's on Discovery Plus, but it ain't on Discovery Plus. I wonder why I'm paying for Discovery Plus if I can't get Discovery. Huh. You would think Discovery Plus means you'd get everything that Discovery has, plus stuff. Yeah. You would think. And then when you pay extra so you don't have to get no ads with it, You would think they'd kiss your hiney to keep you. Mm-hmm. For those that have Amazon Prime, it is Prime Deal Days. It was yesterday and today, I think. It might be tomorrow too, but I only think it's 2 days. So get your Prime membership fired up and get in there and buy, buy, buy. I was looking at a new refrigerator on Amazon, and it was like $1,199 for it. And then I did that, I think, Sunday night. Well, when the Prime Day started yesterday, that same refrigerator was like $300 cheaper on Prime Deal. It's amazing how they know just what you want. Yeah. It's like they're psychic or something. Almost everything I've looked on Amazon is on sale on Prime Deal days. I looked at some Blink cameras. There were 4 cameras and like 2 different extenders or something like that. That was $189. But right now it's $129. Save $60. We're making money. What happened? Everybody went to Amazon Prime Deal days or something? You still hear Junkyard? Evidently not. Anyways, I was wondering if you can buy an extension cord. I don't know. I don't know if you can or not, but that goes from 220 to 110. I see you can buy welders that have that can take 220 or 110, and all it is an extension cord that you plug in it. But I wonder if you can actually buy that cord. Reason why we want to put in a new gas stove, but there's no 110 outlet there unless you go down 12 inches away from the stove, and on the wall there's a 110 outlet there. But I do have a 220 outlet that it's plugged into right now. And if I could just plug in a 220 cord into it to split it down to 110, I could plug in with the electrical on the junction, or on the 110 on the gas stove. But I don't know if you can just specifically buy that cord. What? Come on. Right. I'd prefer to have one made. That way, if something happens, the insurance company doesn't say, well, you made that cord and it ain't worth a damn, and that's what caused it. Yeah. If you know what I mean. If you remember when Archie Bunker put the penny in the fuse box and caused the house to catch on fire. Yeah. Well, man, pretty girl. It's a pretty baby. Yes, it is. Yeah. Pretty mean. Come on. Get up here. Put that down. Nobody wants to see that side of you. Come on. There you go. I don't know how you can sleep with that nasty smelling thing around your neck. Don't press it. Don't push it, buddy. I don't know. Just lucky, I guess. He's living up to his moniker, though, isn't he? Meathead. Not a pretty girl. You want to say hi to everybody? She got up in my face around 20 after 5 this morning. And she's like this. And then the alarm went off. And she turned around and she beat feet right to the kitchen because she knew what was going on. Time to get up and get her treats. She may look stupid, but she isn't. That was a compliment. Yeah. Well, I understand that. If it caught on fire, your circuit breaker wouldn't be right, right? But you know, if that happened, that would be the time that it would screw up. Because my luck runs that way. You know that. See, with my luck, I could reach into a jar full of Phillips screws and pull out the only torque head that would be in there. Put in a 120 breaker. Okay. Well, wouldn't it be cheaper just to buy the cord? Huh. Well, the only thing is on that 220, I got a bunch of other stuff on that main breaker that stove's on. I got a bunch of other stuff. No. Right. Well, there you go. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. And I will see you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard if you're so inclined to join me. Wouldn't be compliant? Yeah. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care.